Hello guys, KP Shamino here with new video for Fishing Planet, and in this video I'm going to give you guys a simple beginner's guide with 3 mechanics that are very important for starting players. So I see a lot of players coming from the angler to Fishing Planet, but Fishing Planet is not an easy game, and if you don't know the mechanics that I'm going to show you guys in this video, you will get bankrupt. And that's something that you need to prevent. So I'm going to talk about 3 things. That's the travel fee, that is how you sell your fish, and that is how you forward the time. They are all connected to each other in this game. So first of all, I'm going to talk about how does the day work here, how long is a day in real life. So you will see here at the top, at the moment it's 5 AM for me. So a daytime in this game is from 5 AM until 9 PM, and a night is from 9 PM until 5 AM. So that's very important. So how can you see where you are? So this is the day that I'm fishing now. So I'm now at 5 AM, and then you see all the time zones, and then you see something like this. So what does that mean? The higher this line is, the more active the fish is and the more you're going to catch. So you got a day and you got a night. So this is the day. If I go to the night at 9 PM, I will get this graph, and this is the next day. Just the same again, a daytime, a night day. This is the next day, and so on and so on. That's how you can see it. So how does it work? So first of all, how do you sell your fish? By the way, 1 game hour in game is 50 minutes real life. So you need to understand, if you want to keep fishing the entire time without forward the time, because forward time is another mechanic, so you can forward the time to a certain time in your day that you're fishing. There are some things that you need to watch, but if you want to sit it out the entire time, you need to multiply 24, multiply 50 minutes. That's a long time. So that's 6 hours real life that it takes to do a total day. So you're never going to do that because your net will be filled by then, and there is really no benefit that you keep fishing, because money is a lot more important in this game at the start than experience. And then the next system come into play. So how do you sell your fish? You will sell your fish every day automatically at 5 AM. So when a new day starts. But how do you do that? There is a system that is called forward the time. So if you start this game, you can push F1, and here you will see all the keybinds that are important. So to get the forward time, you need to push T. So if I push now T, I will get this screen, just the same screen that I just showed you guys. You will see my day that I'm fishing, the daytime and the nighttime. And if I go now forward to 5 AM or the next morning, you will see that this menu pops up. So now I sold all my fish, if I had fish, and you will see if you got premium, the experience and currency that you got, and if you don't have premium, just the same. And then your net is back empty. You extend the day, so you need to pay every day like a staying fee too. It's not only the travel fee, but the staying fee too. You extend the day and you can start again. So for people that start at Lone Star, what do you need to do? You just fish, you check guides, how you need to get the bass here, because that's the best one. You get the full net, you forward the time to the next morning, and you keep going, and you build up your wealth. So that's how you do it. So you don't sit it out if your net is full, because money is more important at the start. So that's how it works. So now we can forward the time. We know how we need to sell the fish. We know how long it takes to a day, what kind of day we got. Now I'm going to talk about the next, the travel fee. Why I said the travel fee is important, because this is a mistake a lot of people make. So the net is full, they don't understand how you need to sell your fish, and they just do this. They leave the area, and on that moment you get the same screen. I was a little bit too fast. You sell your fish, and they go back to the area and they start fishing again. This is the most common mistake a lot of people do, but don't do that, because you got something in this game that is called travel fee. So for the first area that you start, the travel fee is 0. You see it here. So it's 0. So that's not a problem. You're not going to feel it. But if you go to the next good money experience from Emerald Lake, and you fill your net and you travel every time to sell your fish, you will use every time 3000 currency and you will go bankrupt. So always stay at the area. Forward the time to 5 a.m., sell your fish. Go again. 5 a.m., sell your fish. Never, never travel to the main globe to sell your fish, because this system will destroy your currency. Very important. So that's how you need to do it. So now I'm going to talk about the forward time and what is important. So you can see here in Lone Star, if we go back to Lone Star, you can, oh, another thing, before I forgot, that's something that a lot of people make a mistake too. So people always ask, how many days do I need to stay? Because you can just say to the game, I want to be so many days over there. You always take 1 day, because you can just forward the time. So people do this, so don't do this. So here it's not a problem once again, because you don't need to pay any money. So you don't need to take a certain amount of days, because there is a forward system in the game. So here it's free, but if you do, for example, I go to Emerald Lake, and let's stay 10 days. You pay a travel fee of 7,500, but you're never going to travel again. So always take 1, because you pay only 3,000, your net is full, forward the time to 5 a.m., and you go again, and you go again. Never take more than 1 day. This is a trap, by the way. So this is something people ask, how many days I need to take? Always 1. Always 1. Never take anything else than 1. That's what I want to say. Because otherwise you pay 5 days, you fish 1 day, and what are you going to do the other days? Because you forgot your big net, you want to upgrade your stuff, you go back, and you just lost 2,000 currency. Always take 1 day. So now I'm going to talk about the time forward system, because that's something that if you don't understand it, you will lose a lot of time, because you're locked out, or you need to pay bait coins. What are bait coins? You will see it here at the top. Bait coins are a premium currency. You can buy them with real money. You can get them by doing missions. But at the start they are rare. You will get them with achievements. So the achievements you will see here. But they are rare. So you need to prevent that you use them at the start too much. And one of the things at the start that can soak your bait coins is if you don't understand the fast travel mechanic. So you will see in Lone Star you can freely forward the time as many times as you want. There is no bait coin that you need to pay, because this is the only lake that will not give you a penalty if you use the forward time mechanic too much. So at Lone Star it's not a problem. Therefore most guides stay at Lone Star. You don't need to pay a travel fee, you don't need to pay a bait coin to forward the time, and you don't need to pay money to extend the day, because it's free. If I go to the next day, you will see the extend pond pass or something is 0. But that's something different on the other lakes. So on the other lakes, there will be a penalty on your cooldown. There will be money that you need to pay for the next lake. So you need to understand that. So if you go, for example, to Emerald Lake. Emerald Lake is a very popular position after Lone Star, because here you can start making nice currency on the walleye. So I'm going to explain to you guys how you do it if you come the first time here. Be sure that you got a big net. Be sure that you got your setup. I got a video about that. That's always very important. You cannot go blindly in this game to an area and think it will be okay, because otherwise it will cost you money, the travel fee. So you come here, you got the right setup here, you got the right net, and then you will see what is going to happen on this area. So if you do on this area a forward time, you will get a totally different, not screen, but you will get something else. So I push now T. And you can see now there is suddenly something here. the cooldown for the next fast forward is 3 minutes. What is that? That is the time that the cooldown is, that's the time that the fast forward time is on cooldown. So if I'm now here, I start at 5 AM, I go now to 1 PM. You will see it's 24 minutes I will be locked out. So I forward the time now, I want to forward again, and here you see I cannot forward the time anymore if I got premium for 23 minutes and non-premium 47 minutes. But that's a long time. So if you are here with your net that is 7 kilogram, your net is full, yeah, you need to wait here and you're doing 47 minutes nothing. Because like I said, money is more important than experience at the start. How can you solve that problem? You need to use 1 Baitcoin. But I would suggest not to do that at the start. So you need to understand this mechanic. So at Lone Star it's for free, but on all the other lakes it's not for free. That's very important. So there is one thing how we can solve that problem. So for example, I go to this day again. From day to day you will get a cooldown. So now I get a cooldown once again. You can travel, but yeah, you got the travel fee at the start. That's not an option. So if I travel now back to the main globe and I'm coming back, I reset the cooldown. So if I go now back to Emerald Lake, you will see that if I forward the time, the reset is gone. If you restart your game, it will not reset the cooldown. I tested it, it's not going to happen. So I'm now here, back again at 5 AM. So you can see it here. So now the cooldown is gone. So I can fish this entire day again, forward the time, and go again. So we're traveling. But of course you pay 3000 currency. At the start that's not an option. So then to end the video, there is one thing. And now I think most people that saw beginner's guide understand why most money experience farm guides that I make are always at the night. At the night you can see it here. The cooldown, there is no cooldown period for 9 PM until 5 AM. So what does that mean? That you don't have the penalty. So if I go now to the night, and I'm going to forward to the next night, guess what? There is never a cooldown. I don't need to use a Baitcoin. And therefore the most money experience farms are at the night. So the walleye fishing in this area is from night to night. Why? Because you will never get locked out on time. And you will never need to use a Baitcoin. So that's how, and you sell your fish by the way too. So that's how it works. So very important that you understand that, guys. The forward time. Don't lock yourself out because you can only reset it with a Baitcoin or with going to the global map. So that's very important. So that was it, guys. A long beginner's guide. But that's very important that you understand those mechanics. Because if you don't understand them, that are 3 or 4 traps that will soak your money, and at the start you don't have money or you will lose Baitcoins. Thanks for watching. Have fun. Bye bye.